welcome back to CurlBomb.com. I would like to apologise for the complete lack of vlogs lately, but we have been moving house and it's been chaos. But on the positive of that is that we now have an amazing house and all these new rooms to vlog in. However, saying that, for today's vlog, because all of the other rooms are full of stuff, I am going to be vlogging from the bathroom, so I'm really sorry. But we've got lots of space, I'll be able to see what I'm doing, and there's good light there, but the sound is quite harsh, so just try and ignore the fact that I sound like I'm sitting at the bottom of a toilet, and we will also just try and ignore the fact that there is an actual toilet there, so sorry. Anyway, today's video, I want to do a video for you on how to save a little bit of money by being able to cut your own curls. This isn't to replace a proper haircut, proper layers, but it will just expand the amount of time in between proper haircuts so you can save a bit of money. So what I'm going to do for you today, I'm going to show you how to cut some face framing layers and also trim the ends off, because I don't know if you can see here, my ends are horrible. They're really, really stringy and dry. My hair is a bit crazy anyway today because I had it up in a pineapple last night and haven't really done anything with it this morning. The layers I've got in at the moment, I cut in with a clear clip. But they're quite good as well, and I'll do a vlog for you on those at some point. But today I just wanted to show you how you can save money trimming and cutting yourself some nice face framing layers. So let's get started. So equipment wise, now to cut my own hair, I do like to straighten it. This is not something that I do all the time because it's really, really damaging to your hair, but I find it easier if it's straight because you can see what you're doing. I have had dry cuts in the past by professionals and they've still, I don't know, they've come out a little bit wonky. So I think for those of you who do have your hair curly and straight, it's nicer to cut it straight because you know it's going to turn out well. Also, I just find I have a lot more control because you can see how much you're cutting off and you know you're going to get it even. If I brush this and then try and cut it, you're pulling it and then cutting and let go, and it's really difficult to see where you're going to cut next and get an even finish. So just as a one-off, I'm going to straighten my hair and show you how to cut it straight. Now, really important, I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but make sure your hair is prepared for straightening. It doesn't matter what products you have on, you are going to damage your hair. So my hair, the reason it's been up in a pineapple all night is because I've done a protein treatment and I've slept with oil in it as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash it gently now, but make sure that all of the product is out before you straighten your hair, because you don't want any product kind of heated into your hair cuticle. So I'm going to give it a really good wash, and I'm going to show you as well how to straighten it. I'll do a two-part video. So basically the first part will be how to straighten your hair, and then the second part will be how to cut it once it is straight. So I'm going to mention quickly as well about products. Really important what you use. So I don't use any silicone on my hair. I know silicone is good for straightening your hair because it protects the hair, but personally I really don't like the idea of burning plastic into my hair shaft. Also, I don't resulfate, so I won't be able to get it back out my hair afterwards unless I then use a sulfate. So the products that I use are basically this Aveda Brilliant Damage Control, and this is amazing. I don't know if it's going to focus on that. Basically, it's all natural products. It doesn't have any silicone or anything horrible in it. It's got wheat protein. It's really good. So basically, you just spray this on, and this protects from any thermal styling. So if you're blow drying, straightening. Also, it's really good because it protects from sun damage. So if you're just going out into the sun or something like that, you can spray it on and then you've got some added protection as well. So that's amazing. Now, to get a really nice, silky smooth finish, if you are going to wear your hair out straight, again, silicone free, this is amazing. So this is the Philip B Drop Dead Straightening Balm. Again, I don't know if it's going to focus on that, but again, this is all natural products. So it's got nothing silicone, paraben, phthalate, it's colour and keratin treatment safe. And this is another one that I love and I'm going to be using today. Hairband, you always need a hairband. Comb, just for when we are sectioning the hair to cut it. Skizzers, very important. So I have been known to just use, you know, kitchen scissors, but I thought as I was saving money, I will invest in some proper scissors. So I got these off Amazon. Everything I'm suggesting to you today, I'm going to put the link down below in the description, but these are just a set of decent hairdressing scissors. Now also this little set came with some thinning scissors, which is quite useful. So I'm going to use hairdryer. So this is the same hairdryer that I featured in the diffusing vlog that that I did. This is amazing, this hairdryer. It's a Philips Tresemme Salon Pro Ceramic Diamond. It's got all the fancy settings, it's lasted forever. The only thing I will say with this is when you're straightening it, obviously make sure you use the proper attachment, which is in the bedroom, but you'll see it, it's the nozzle thingy, you know. The only thing I will say about this is that it can be a little bit heavy, and I've got slightly weird paediatric wrists, so it gets a bit tiring after a while. So it's quite old. I'm imagining the good hairdryers now are probably a bit smaller, but if you can get one this good and smaller, that would be ideal. The hair straighteners, I have such a love-hate relationship with these because I love how well they work on my hair, but obviously they're just wrecking it. And they're like the anti-curl. So I've got the wide plate ones. The GHDs, they're amazing. I've had them for years. They do an amazing job, and they obviously do it much quicker as well if you've got really thick curly hair because they're big wide plates. That is all the equipment I'm going to use. What I'm going to do now is I am going to give my hair a quick wash, make sure it's all product free, and then you get a much better finish when you are straightening. So I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, so I've just washed my hair. Oh god, my husband's towel weighs like a ton. It's massive. It's like having a truck on my head. Okay, this is not working. So I've just washed my hair, and this is one of the rare moments I'm actually allowed to use a proper towel on my head. And my makeup is all over my face, so I apologise for that. But this is not a makeup tutorial, so it does not matter. Oh. Right. So I have just washed my hair, as you can see. I'm going to try and dry it as much as I can gently with this towel, just so I'm not heating it too much with the hairdryer. But a lot of people ask me what I use to wash my hair. So, I finished using Trepadora recently, which I loved. I was trying all the different samples, so if you haven't looked at the review for that, then check out the blog. At the moment, I've just gone back to this, which I know is really good and not too expensive at all. So basically, it's the Palmer's Olive Oil Formula Co-Wash, which is amazing. So it's really cleansing, but it's a really good conditioner, and it's got protein in it, which seems to be just the right amount of protein for my hair, so my hair loves this. So that's what I use to cleanse, and I've also just got my beloved Cantu to work my way through. So that's just the natural hair range. This is so good, it smells amazing. It makes me want to drink rum, but I won't because I'm about to operate heated equipment. Don't drink and straighten. So I've given my hair a good dry. Oh, I feel like my head is being pulled off my neck. Get rid of this blanket towel. And one very important thing that I use is a clip. So any clip will do. It just makes it much easier to section your hair off when you're drying. So we're going to start from the bottom upwards, and we're going to dry sections of hair. It doesn't have to be straight, but the straighter it is, the easier it's going to be to straighten it with your actual straighteners. Right, so as I mentioned earlier, make sure you've got all of the product out of your hair because you don't want anything coating it when you dry it. God, you can feel my hair is so dry from like here downwards and really matty. It's disgusting. Ah, plug. Plug problem. So very important before you do start your styling is to put your heat protecting product on. So I'm going to do it section by section. That's just how I prefer to do it because I know I've kind of got equal amounts and it's all in the hair. So basically you just spray this on. Right, so you can see what I did there. It's not rocket science. Also, you don't have to hold the hairdryer by the handle. You're not shooting anyone with it. So sometimes I feel happier and a bit less exhausted holding it that way because then you can get a nice angle on the brush as well. And like I mentioned, I'm a bit weak, so whatever suits you. I'm going to do the rest of my hair now, and then I will come back when it's all done. So you see I haven't done like an amazing sleek job of straightening it, but I have done it just, it's too long, just so that it's not curly and it's going to be easy to take the straightener through. And you can see when it's straight how ratty my ends are. Oof. Okay then guys, so I have finished blow drying my hair, and as you can see it's a very rough blow dry. This is not a particularly good look. I would absolutely not leave the house looking like this. That was the hair dryer. And I would not recommend that anyone else does either. So, but you can see it's going to be much easier just to run the straightener through this. If you want to skip this blow drying step, you can actually just put your hair up in a bun overnight and let it dry, and then just give it a quick blow dry to make sure the roots are all dry, and then it should be kind of straight. It'll be quite wavy, but it'll be easy to run the straightener through, and it'll save you a lot of heat damage as well. But just for the purpose of the video, I've done it this way. So I am going to heat the straightener up, and then we're going to start doing that, and then we can get cutting for part 2. My husband is outside the door painting, so please ignore him. So I'm basically going to use that clip again and just get some small sections at the bottom. I'm going to start putting the straightening balm on. Again, I'm going to do it section by section just so that you know that every bit's been thoroughly coated and you've got roughly the same amount throughout. Should give you a really nice sleek finish. So again, I'm just going to do these 2 bottom ones to show you, and then I'll do the rest off camera because you don't need to sit here watching me straighten my entire bushy hair. So the smaller sections the better with this, because you'll get a better. So the smaller sections the better with this, because if you use smaller sections of hair, obviously you're going to get a better result, but it just depends how much patience and time you have. So again, it's not rocket science, just get your section of hair, clamp it at the top, and then run the straightener down. And you can see there your hair's really nice and sleek from the straighteners, not bushy like it was with the blow dryer. When your hair is straight as well, it's much easier to see where the dry bits are, so when I trim it later, you're not going to trim off more than you want to, especially if you're growing it. Right, so I'm going to carry on doing the rest of my hair, and I'll see you in a bit. So I've almost finished. I'm just running it through for a final time. I feel like I have lost hours of my life doing this. I don't know how people do this every day. I'm assuming that the people who do this every day have no friends, because firstly they spend their entire life straightening their hair, and second of all, they never actually leave the house to go meet anyone or do anything. And, bang on, it's now raining. So for the first time in months, I've straightened my hair and it starts raining. It was blazing hot sunshine earlier. So anyway, that is more or less as straightened as I'm going to get it. It's not particularly sleek, and you can see just how ratty the ends are as well. So I'm going to cut in the front face framing layers, and then I'm going to get my husband to help me cut the back